Joining us now to discuss the left-wing national media's disgraceful rhetoric, their attacks that persist across the entire, all the candidates, it seems, all across the country and against particularly President Trump. Going into tomorrow's midterms, we're joined tonight by Sara Carter, investigative reporter and Fox Business contributor. Sara, great to have you with us. I have to say, I just can't imagine why NBC hasn't demanded that broadcast. That guy is in no way a comedian. I can't imagine why he is not fired.
I can't imagine why either. I got to tell you, a friend of mine sent me that clip. I didn't watch Saturday Night Live that night. In fact, I don't hardly ever watch it. I can't even remember the last time. But a friend of mine sent me that clip because my husband was wounded in Afghanistan in 2011. He was blinded in combat on the battlefield by a grenade, lost his sight in both eyes, and was left permanently blind. You know, we have 6 children between us, one that was born after Marty was blinded. And I've got to tell you, it was so distressing to hear that laughter, more than his despicable joke. It was that laughter, laughing at Dan Crenshaw, who almost lost his life and was in a coma. And thanks God every day that it was a miracle that even his other eye, his right eye, was saved. I've been out in Afghanistan, I can't even tell you how many times, covering the battles on the battlefield, Lou. And I have seen so many of our young men and women give their lives, their limbs, and fight for our nation. And I think SNL does owe all of our veterans an apology. And I think they need to tell our veterans and every family member that stands by their veterans, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, and thank you for fighting for our country. Because when we go to vote tomorrow, we get that opportunity to vote because people, since the beginning of this nation, since the foundation of this nation, have fought for our right for freedom and to have such an amazing and remarkable country. So I think we deserve to hear that. I think SNL should say that, and then we can all move on.
You know, I support whatever you would call for. You and your husband have that right, and it's a superior right to that of nearly all of us. But I would like to hear it from the people who run and own that organization. I'd like to hear it from Brian Roberts. I'd like to hear it from Steve Burke, the top management of that company. I'd really like to hear them say that, you know, they made a mistake. And they really are sincerely apologetic. I just can't imagine Saturday Night Live being sincere about anything they would say, and it's a shame. It is great. You know, there's so much to talk about, but I think there is. You know, you've said it all for all of us who care about the country and our service members and our veterans. Sara, thanks so much for being here.